Hi divas and gents, I'm coming to you with my Sunday tutorial, jewelry tutorial, and I'm going to dive in because this is a little more, I would say not so much beginners, but kind of in the middle. But, well, we'll see. It just depends on your creativity, okay? So I'm going to do my best to help you with any kind of tidbits that I can help you with, okay? So, of course, I had to make a couple for you so that you can get an idea. Now I have this sitting on a little type of easel looking thing, and I got this from downtown LA. Okay, and I got this kind because, let me lift this up real quick. You can see up here, oops, I could have a necklace here or here, and it allows it to droop. And it allows these type of long necklaces to hang easier, as opposed to the ones that look like, you know, like the neck, the rounder ones. I want to get one of those too for like the shorter necklaces, but for the long ones, these work perfect to show on. So anywho, now these right here are toggle dangles. So what this is the toggle is in the front as opposed to being in the back. Okay, so here you would want something that is maybe a little decorative. You know, you don't have to, because let me see, did I do, yeah, I did a decorative toggle on all of them. But you necessarily don't have to, only because all your stuff is going to be here. But I opted to go ahead and pick something a little decorative. And these toggles this toggle's from Joann's. They have a little section where they have toggles that have a little more decorations on them, okay? So what it is that this right here, instead of being in the back, it's all in the front. So this is the showpiece, okay? And these are the dangles that hang from the front. You find one big, good gracious, jump ring, and you hang it onto the actual toggle. Then you're going to hang all of the smaller jump rings onto the big one, okay? And then those hang there. So I have, I think, 6 of them hanging from here. So, oh, I believe I have this. Do I have this the wrong way? No, I don't. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure because the light's going down. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to do my tutorial. So anyways, okay. Right here is, and you're going to want chain, okay? And you're going to have to pick little charms of whatever metals. This right here is gold. So I found gold metal, different type of findings. Okay, this is a big gold heart. Of course, this is from downtown LA, but I believe you can find some of those at Michael's as well. And then right here, all I did was go through all my bead findings. I cannot tell you where every bead is because I have them put in containers, and I've been collecting jewelry for years, so I don't remember exactly where I get all of them from, okay? So I just connected this piece to this piece with a jump ring and then had a little dangle from there. Okay, then right here, all I did was go ahead and hang a big bead with a bead cap and a small one, chain, and then these little dangles right here, that these I did purchase from Michael's. If you go into their clearance, they're always clearancing little dangles. I always grab those for projects like this. Okay, here's another dangle that was purchased from Michael's as well as a part of a pack. And then I did this way right here. And this one right here is from downtown LA. So it has this AB, which is the back part of it that shines through the glass to make it look like that. It's really beautiful. And then I just hung this right here. So, of course I'm showing this backwards, Anna. Why didn't you guys say anything? So, anywho, and then this is how it dangles. Okay. So it's just meant to have a bunch of different dangles in different lengths with different things hanging from it. Whether you hang it just chain and just a charm from it, you can do that. Create your own little dangle, connect a dangle plus the chain, hang charms from it. This is how you do it, okay? Also too, if you have any of these that you buy, like from Michael's, they do have a bunch of these packs where they're like this already. These are perfect to cut up and use for dangles like this, okay? And you'll see that in the tutorial, I'm using some of that. I always buy stuff like that I know I can break up, okay? So you don't have to worry about the toggle in the back because it's in the front with all this beautiful lusciousness, okay? Then I'm going to show you another one. This one is silver and turquoise. Alright. So this one right here is hanging from this kind of toggle. So it looks like a little crown right here. And then I hung a big one, and then you hang the little ones from the big one onto the toggle. Now you don't have to do it this way. You could easily find, as long as you know that these split ring or jump rings can fit, because sometimes these toggles are really thick. If you can get them to all fit on here, you could easily dangle them from here as well, and you don't have to do this if you don't have them. So that's also an option. But this is how this one is, okay? I'm going to open these up a little bit so you can kind of see. Now what I did is Michael's has those box of beads that I love, and I put them in a baggie. So I took one of those box of beads in these turquoise, and they come with a ton of different shapes and styles of turquoise beads, and I just put them in here, and these are perfect for these kind of necklaces because they have so many different shades of turquoise and shapes. Oh my gosh, it's just, this was super easy to put together because of that. So you see, I only hung the toggle and the bead. I grabbed a bead, I put a bead cap, another bead cap, and I hung another piece right here. And it's a moving piece, and I just put a little tiny charm. Okay, all of these beads came from that pack, so those are totally awesome. I use a coupon on them because I think they're $10, but they have some really pretty beads, and they're gorgeous. So see how I just hung it directly onto the chain, and then I made connectors like this where I did all 4 different ones. So we have the head pin at the bottom, and then these are eye pins that use all the connectors. So I went from eye pin to eye pin directly, no jump ring, or yeah, no jump ring in between. So you see, it's just a matter of clustering them together how you like. So this is where the creativity comes in mind, because this is all guessing. There is no science to this. It's all about how you want to hang and how you want these leveled out. So see how flat, this is how they look, but then when it dangles, it's just beautiful. Okay? So this is in silver, and we're going to do one together in bronze. I wanted to do 3 different colors. Now a lot of them I put together only because the video would be super long if you seen me guessing and, yeah, I want to do it this way, no I don't want to do it that way, and let me undo it. That would take too much time. So I'm going to show you. Okay. And if you hear the fan in the back, I'm sorry, it's kind of hot today. Alright, so this was the toggle I opted to use in the front. Okay, these right here, Joann's has them, but I know Tuesday Morning has these as well. Okay, so when you hook the toggle through, if I can, let me not look through the camera because that tends to make it complicated. Okay, so here we go here. Now, we're going to leave that there, and I'm going to show you, oops, how these look. Okay, so what I did is I have this big spool of chain. Now I got this from eBay, so you would have to go online, because this is, I paid like $25 for this spool. I wanted a big spool because I want it to last me. And you see that this is a nice small size chain that can fit all the different type of jump rings. Now, I don't know the size. I literally guessed when I got this, assuming this would be the one I would want. And it's called curb chain, this kind of chain. So you would just have to, honestly, I bought this a couple years ago. And I need to buy a bigger spool of silver because paying the one from Michael's all the time when they don't give you very much, it's going to be costly for me. So this is what I used for this one. And then of course for the silver, I've shown you before, I used the Michael's chain, which is the exact same size chain. So actually 9.1 millimeter. I don't know if that really tells you the size. Let me see if it, just in case you wanted to look online, if it says anything. Yeah, no, it doesn't. So that's, sorry guys, I tell you, a lot of my jewelry is guesstimating, and luckily I get it right. Not all the time though. So anyways, so right here, for instance, I got a heart, and then I just put some chain, and then I hung the jump ring. So right here, this was part of an earring that I purchased, I believe from Michael's. And I took the earring off and I just put the jump ring. Okay. And this is pretty because this was an earring. I didn't have to do nothing. It's gorgeous all on its own. This right here, I bought these little stars right here from downtown LA years ago, and all I did was put the jump rings in between them so that they would hang like a chain. Okay. Then this one right here, I made these little connectors right here. So I used a head pin to make this one, and then eye pins to make these so that they would be in movement like this. And then I put the jump ring on top. This right here is chain that I purchased like this. I did not put these ones together. I just bought it this way. Okay. So anytime you see stuff like this, buy it, because you can take it apart and reuse it for something else. So this is what I also have to hang from there. This right here is just a piece of something that I got from Michael's, and I took it apart, hung my own dangle from the bottom of it, and this will hang directly onto the bigger jump ring. And then I put this together. So this is one piece right here. And then I hung a little heart charm at the bottom on some chain. And then of course there's your jump ring. So this is another piece. And then right here is just all chain, and then just a pretty little dangle at the bottom. So it's all a matter of finding little things like that. Okay, and then I have the one bigger one right here. So this is how I do it. And I put them all on, and then this is where I decide where I want them to be placed, because I really don't know. I'm gonna put this up a little bit. I really don't know until I actually start hanging them on how I want it to look. Okay. This is probably a harder tutorial only because there's so many different components. So let's go ahead and give it a whirl and see how this looks with hanging stuff. And it's kind of like you want to, you know, high, low, high, low. You don't want all the same lengths next to each other. Okay. And then, so we're just going to hang them all on. Then we're going to see, do I love it? Do I not love it? What am I feeling about that? And then we will go from there. So let's see. All right. All right, so see, that's a lot. Now this one, like, once again, it's up to you if you want a bunch. So right here, I literally have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 separate dangles on here. You do not have to have this many. Like I've told you guys before, I like a lot going on. So I'm actually, let's see, everything. I got the longer one. sitting in the front. I don't know if I like this last piece hanging so low. I don't like how that looks. So this is what I'm going to do. Let me close this off because I don't want to. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this last one off because I don't like that how it hangs like that, just all by itself. And oops. So let's go ahead and take this off. Oops. And you know what? Since it's still open on the bottom and it's not, it's an eye pin instead of a head pin. Head pin is flat, eye pin has the loop. I'm gonna just hang something from the bottom of it. I don't like when I see these right here at the end of any type of jewelry because it looks unfinished. It looks like you're supposed to have something dangling from there. So we'll go ahead and put one of those cute little stars. All right, now let's see what we're working with. See, now that I laid it down, they're all hanging differently than how I was previously looking at them. So, okay. So I kind of like that better. I wish you guys could tell me what you think. But you see how it all layers differently and it's just a lot going on. I love it. So there's a lot of different things. Take out your beads, broken pieces of jewelry, and take them apart. And that's literally what I do a lot. I always look past what I see and what else I could do with it. Okay. So this is how we have it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off, I'm trying to get this right here, this necklace here, and we will look at this together. So I guess this isn't like a full tutorial only because, man, I really wouldn't have been able to show everything had I think I put this on backwards. I did. See? Alright, let's go ahead and fix this the other way. And actually I want this to hang this way. Alright. And it's so much easier when the toggle is in the front of a necklace as opposed to the back. I love it. Okay. So let's go ahead and take this back a little bit. Okay. So this is how we have the dangles that are all hanging like this. Now if you don't like this much, you easily can only put 4 or 5 chains. I tend to put a lot only because I like it. I like a lot of going on. That's how I do it. So see, broken earring, hang it onto a jump ring. A necklace that was like this sold, I took it apart. Create my own dangles. Connector pieces, these right here were from Michael's. They were just connectors. You have to put them together. And they're metal findings. Create your own right here, putting them together. And then find charms to hang from the bottoms so that they have movement. So see, this is how this looks. And then, because I used a decorative piece, it just gives more to the necklace. But like I said, it doesn't have to be decorative. You could have a plain one here, but only because you have so much going on here. Now it's up to you. I know a lot of you ladies like things that are a little more simplistic, and that's okay. I like simple stuff too, but I tend to fall a little more to the heftier side. That's just me. But I love all jewelry, so I can never sit there and say that I, you know, one or the other. But see how gorgeous that is? And like I said, like right here, since this toggle is not really thick, I honestly could have just hung them directly these jump rings right here, I could have directly put these right on here because this toggle is not big, and I might still do that. I might remove this right here actually and put them all on here. But the moment you do that, keep in mind, it's going to be a little more difficult when you take your toggle in and out. If you have 7 or 8 of these things hanging from here, it might be, so that's when you might want to not add so many then. Like right here, you see there's a very little bit of space. So if I was to take that jump ring out and have these all hanging up here, then it's harder for me to get something through and then, you know, put it, if I took out that toggle, or I'm sorry, that jump ring. So see, it would be like that. Adding that separates it and gives it that extra space. But like I said, you can do it that way because I have made them that way as well. Okay, so this right here is the one in bronze. Okay, then I have the gold, which I love, and I was super happy to bust out my turquoise beads and then create it with turquoise. So see how gorge? I'm dying. Love it. Love all of this. Okay. So you would pick your preference. Do you want it in gold and bronze and silver? And honestly, I might make another one using all metals. I do love mixing my metals. I know you guys have heard me say that many times. Because when you mix your metal, you can mix it with any type of jewelry, and you don't have to match with your earrings, your bracelet, and your rings. Because I do. I wear accessories every day, and I love to mix them up. So I hope that you guys give this a try. Like I said, it is a little more advanced as opposed to the easier side, only because you do have to have a good selection of beads, caps, charms, and stuff like that. So, but I wanted to do something just a little fancier, you know, and don't be afraid. Just get the chain, get all your stuff together, and just start mix matching them. And that's what this is about. It's all mix matching. However you want them to droop, if you want them to be tiered this way, or however you want them to hang, is how you would do that. It's really super easy. I wish I could have gone into a more in-depth tutorial on it, but honestly, these ones took me about an hour and a half to do. So that would have been too hard to do on camera and try to cram it because, like I said, it's trial and error. But I hope that you give these a try and just mix and match. Come back to this video, slow things down, take a look when you're creating, see what I've done, do the same thing, and that will help, okay? Because I know I've done that. Or I look at something, a video, I pause it, I go try to do it, and then I do it, you know what I'm saying, go back and forth. Pinterest is a huge inspiration for this right here as well. So I hope that gives you some inspiration and that you'll give it a whirl. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you guys had an amazing and blessed Sunday. I do apologize this is coming to you later in the day. I had a lot of serious yard work to do. Like I mentioned before, I do it every weekend and I have a very big backyard. So today was chainsaw, weed whacking, like the for real type of yard work, not gardening stuff. So anyways, again, thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing and just beautiful. And I will see you guys very soon. Bye.